What's up, guys? Today I'm sitting on my sim rig. This is literally a rig. It's rigged up. I built it myself because I wanted to save some money. All made out of 2x6s. I got a ghetto little actuator for my controller because this doesn't directly work with my setup. So this is like just kind of generic, whatever. Like, it's not bad, but I want to make a handle of my own to go here just to customize a little bit more. So I've got these checkers of black and white epoxy from a mold that I did a while back just because I wanted to make something checkered. So I thought it would be cool to make my own handle. So basically just going to attach all these together and then make it into my own handle. So just figured I'd make a video about it because why not? Give you guys another little look around this. I used just a chair that we had around the house and just made my own thing because you can buy pre-made ones and normally they just come with like the upright stand for the wheel, and then you have to get extra attachments for the shifter and the handbrake. And I didn't really see many good options for like the placements that I wanted. So I just figured I'd make my own, and that way the positioning could be exactly where I wanted it to be. So yeah, get these little pieces attached together and then I'll show you guys how I'm gonna shape it up. Basically, we're just gonna use UV resin to initially put everything together here. And then once I get them all somewhat attached, we're gonna make a mold and then pour some clear epoxy over the whole thing. That way it makes it one solid piece and I don't gotta worry about it breaking apart. Got her all glued together. Now I just gotta make a mold to put it in and pour the main resin onto to make it all one piece and solid. This is very, very unconventional, but it is going to do the trick. This is literally just some decal vinyl color that I never used. It's been in my stash forever, so I just laid a piece down, stuck it to the desk, and then folded up the ends and made a little boat. So I'm just gonna pour the epoxy in there and then let it sit for a few days and should come right off of this vinyl. Got the resin poured. Now it's just wait for it to cure and then we'll shape it up, drill some holes and put it on the handbrake. Got everything to a rectangular flat shape here, and I went ahead and drew kind of a rough idea of what I want the final shape to be. So I'm gonna use a cutting wheel to kind of cut the big chunks off, and then I'll use this same Dremel that you saw on the last clip to get all these little shapes carved in it, and then we'll go ahead and sand it. I kind of like this like flat look here. It's not like shiny, but it's not completely dull. I don't know, it's kind of cool. We'll see what happens, but here's the main shape and get to cutting on it. Alrighty, we've got our main shape for the most part. Now I'm just gonna go around all the edges with, probably starting with some 80 grit, just to smooth all the grooves out from that tool, and work my way up. Might leave it this kind of flat satin look. We'll see what happens, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with the sanding. I just wanted to show you the main shape, and I'll show you once it's all smoothed out. So sadly, we kind of have no choice but to keep it at this like satin matte look. I freaking dropped this, and you can kind of see that it cracked in two places. You can still see the little boogers there from, luckily I had some UV resin, I glued it back together, but I do not want to risk breaking this again because I have spent hours on it. So hopefully it'll hold up. I'm about to go bolt it up and see. Hopefully it doesn't break right here. But yeah, kind of freaking sucks, but I don't want to waste it. And overall it still looks cool, but I was so mad that it broke. But should be the trick. Hopefully it'll hold up. All right, I'm gonna try and give you guys a decent run. Not the best filming, but this is the best I got right now, so that's what we're working with. All right, not terrible. All right, guys, there we have it. This thing came out decent. As you could see, you know, it does the trick. Not the most ideal thing, but pretty cool because we made it from scratch. I've already got a couple other ideas of cool handles that I could make. So just like I said before, thought I'd make a video about it. Yeah, getting into this drifting thing, you know, I think drifting's pretty cool. I'm in central Indiana, so there's not a lot of drifting around here. I would love to get an actual drift car at some point, maybe do some street sliding and stuff, but for now I'm learning on the sim, and it's been pretty fun so far. I joked with my wife saying that I was gonna start filming content and doing like the popular thing, saying like once my wife said once I hit a certain amount of followers, you know, I could get something. So I was gonna say like once I hit 10K, or my wife said once I hit 10K I can buy a drift car or something like that. Just try to get some exposure, and would love to get something that I could actually drive in real life. And they say sim translates pretty good to real life, so I'm just gonna keep grinding. It's really fun. So yeah, I will continue to do some stuff with it and take you guys along with whatever I do. So appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.